Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, and in today's video we're going to talk about whether you should pick up the Red Evo armor or the gold body armor if you have to choose between the two. Now before we start off the video, if you enjoy it, hitting the like button really helps out the channel, and you could even maybe consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's jump straight into this. Now a little disclaimer, I am feeling under the weather right now, so if my voice sounds a little bit different, that would be why, but let's get straight to the point of the video. So, if you didn't know, obviously all armors have been replaced by Evo armors in Apex Legends, and you can now only find armors that would give you a maximum of 175 hit points off the ground. If not, you have to fight to get the maximum hit points in Apex Legends Season 6, which would be 200 hit points. Now, the gold armor has been nerfed from previous seasons, so before, the gold armor would give you 100 armor points, which is the same as the old purple shield, but now, gold armor and purple armor only gives you 75 armor points, and the only armor that can give you 200 hit points is the Red Evo shield, which of course you need to work for because you cannot find a Red Evo shield directly off the ground, unless of course you're lucky enough to find a death box that had a Red Evo in it. You're not going to find one unless you fight for it. So we're going to talk about the pros and cons of, if you had to choose between a gold armor or a Red Evo armor, which should you choose? So the obvious pro of the gold body armor is that it doubles the amount of healings that small healing items would give you. So a shield cell, instead of only giving you 25 armor points, would give you 50, and a syringe would give you 50 HP instead of the normal 25 HP. And the obvious pro of the Red Evo shield is that it gives you an extra 25 armor points as opposed to the gold body armor. Now, which should you choose? Well, this is dependent on the situation that you're finding yourself in. If you're in like mid to late game and you haven't found any fights yet and you stumble upon a gold body armor, I would say pick it up because it's going to give you that increased healing, that small healing consumables give you, and of course that pro is a lot better than not having that buff if you're only running purple Evo armor that still requires 500 damage to level up to red. So if you're late game, you find a gold armor and you're still on purple armor that still requires a lot of damage for it to level up, I would say pick up the gold body armor. Now, in which situation would you pick up the Red Evo? In all situations. If you see a Red Evo shield or your shield is leveled up to level 5 armor, that gives you a maximum amount of 200 hit points, always take the Red Evo over gold body armor. I would not pick up, and I don't pick up gold body armor if I have a Red Evo or if I have the choice. So if I was running around with a Red Evo and I see a gold body armor, chances are I'm not going to pick it up. Unless I'm stuck outside the ring and I need that extra healing, I'm going to leave that gold body armor there because the bonus that it gives you is not even close to comparing to the extra 25 hit points that a Red Evo allows you to have. The 25 hit points that the Red Evo gives you is such a massive difference, especially when you're coming up late game and a lot of people have like really good weapons. Like the Devotion can absolutely shred people, the Volt is devastating, so having that 25 extra health points or armor points is night and day between that and having only 175 maximum hit points. And besides, if you're running around with a lot of shield batteries, using a single shield battery is about the same time it would take you to use the 2 shield cells that it would take to, recharge a gold armor up to 75 armor points. So I don't see the use of having the gold body armor unless you're in the situation like I said earlier where you have a choice between your purple Evo or the gold armor. If you see a Red Evo armor and you already have a gold body armor on you, choose the Red Evo all the time. There's no reason not to, considering that it still takes the same amount of time to recharge your shields to full if you were to use 1 shield battery or a shield cell or 2 shield cells for the gold body armor. I do hope they give the gold body armor a little bit of love because right now It's not getting love from the player base, I can tell you that much. I never or very rarely see people end game running gold body armor. Everybody's running Red Evo because those 25 extra hit points make the entire difference between you winning the game and you know, possibly losing. So I definitely hope that they give the gold body armor a little bit of love and maybe even reduce its spawn rate. I see that thing a lot in games, like a lot. Maybe they could give it something like, I don't know, 25% increased speed and healing plus the double effect of small consumables. Maybe that could be something you could do, and people would then, you know, probably pick up the gold armor as opposed to having a Red Evo. I don't know, I'm just spitballing ideas here, but if you have the choice between a Red Evo and a gold body armor, go for the Red Evo all the time, and you're gonna be glad you did, because those 25 extra health points are a big game changer. But anyways, that's it for the video. I didn't want this to drag on for too long. Let me know in the comment section down below if you are somebody who does use the gold body armor a lot, and you know, if you prefer it that way, or if you're like me and you 100% of the time pick up a Red Evo armor. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.